Goodbye, then pal, to say goodbye to that pal. Oh, it's that we built and we dreamed in that pixelated world, so it seemed. We tapped, we built, and we dreamed in that pixelated world, so it seemed. Homer's on the couch, and Marge would sing. Bart's getting in trouble, what a wonderful thing. But now the screens are, the lights are out, no more donuts or houses to sprout. The donuts have stopped, the builds are done. Goodbye to the fun, goodbye to the run. Tap out, you've left us, it's time to say goodbye. No more tapping, no more building, no more sky. In Springfield, where we used to roam, you're gone forever, no more home. We decorated the town, made it our own, from the Quickie Mart to the nuclear zone. The levels we climbed, the quests we fight, but now it's silent, no more light. We remember the time the game would update, new events and characters, oh it felt so great. But now the servers have turned their backs, as Springfield's gone down the memory track. Tap out, you've left us, it's time to say goodbye. No more tapping, no more building, no more sky. In Springfield, where we used to roam, you're gone forever, no more home. Remember the time the game would update, new events and characters, oh it felt so great. But now the servers have turned their backs, and Springfield's gone down the memory track. So here's to the moments, the laughter, the fun, to the hours we spent under the virtual sun. Tapped out, you gave us memories to hold. Now we let go, but your story's still told. Goodbye, tap out, you're a part of the past. The dream we had, it didn't last, but we'll remember you.
Wonderful.
One more. Just to get us all warmed up in this, as we say goodbye forever to Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T.
Exactly, I've also sent you one.
And me Tappei's aye.
We used to tap and build and grow, farmed our land where the pixels would glow. Chem farms we planted, we watched it rise, but now the screens have faded from our eyes. The sun no longer shines in our world, the crops won't grow, no more joy unfurled. Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T, you've had your run, our farming days are finally done. Goodbye, Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T, you've vanished from sight. No more tapping in the morning light, from the farms to the town we used to play. But now you're gone, you faded away. We used to tap and build and grow, farmed our land where the pixels would glow. Chem farms we planted, we watched it rise, but now the screens have faded from our eyes. The sun no longer shines in our world, the crops won't grow, no more joy unfurled. Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T, you've had your run, our farming days are finally done. Goodbye, Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T, you've vanished from sight. No more tapping in the morning light, from the farms to the town we used to play. But now you're gone, you faded away. We earned our dough, created our worlds, watched our farms grow. But the servers are quiet, the farms are bare, the Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T days are no longer there. We thought it would last, we'd keep on tapping, but now it's just memories the servers are mapping. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, thinking I could live without sweet Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T. And after spending countless nights cultivating huge chem farms, I grew strong. And I learned how to utilize the dark loophole in the XP collider. outer space. Hell, I could, and I'll find you gone. Now I'll peruse the App Store with a sad look upon my face. I should have done that stupid, crazy backlit quest or screenshot in my town. If I'd have known for a second you'd call it quits after 12 long years. Go on, go, walk out the door, turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. You're the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye. Think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? No, not I will survive. Long as I know how to play Family Guy, clone the quest for stuff, I know I'll stay occupied. I've got my life to live, and all my donuts to give, and I will survive. I will survive. It took all my strength not to fall apart, trying with all my might to mend my shattered Springfield. I spent so many nights feeling sorry for my chem farms, how I cried, but now I hold my head up high. And you see me, somebody new. I'm not that lonely little person, still sad, tapping oot. Now there's no more premium characters, expecting squeaky voiced teen to be free. Now I'm saving my tapping for someone who's tapping me. Go on and go, visit a neighbor's town. If you do it enough, you're gonna unlock Stampy Simpson. You're the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye, thinking I'd crumble. Did you think I'd lay down and die? No, not I will survive. Long as I know how to crush candies, I know I'll stay alive. I've got my life to live, and no more Cthulhu quests to give, but I will survive. I will survive. Go, tap at the door, turn around now. You're not fucking welcome anymore. You're the one who tried to hurt me with a deletion from the App Store. Think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and delete my chem farm? No, not I will survive. Long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got my life to live, and all my love to give, and I will survive. I will survive. Rest in peace, Tappei's-O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T. Rest in peace, Blackfish Larry.
Hello and welcome to the second part of this episode. Tappei's-O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T gone forever. We're recording this in a post Tappei's-O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A world. This might be the last recorded video of Tappei's-O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A. What do I need to know? What do I need to know?
Nothing, I can't remember. I think I just continued to play.
Then let's get right to it.
It is a joy to have experienced one last time.
Well, so for now, we've all got Tappei's-O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A nostalgia. Talk me through it. What am I seeing?
The loading screen for The Simpsons Tappei's-O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A. I just went back on and did some general stuff.
Okay. How long did you stay on the Tappei's-O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A loading screen?
I don't remember.
Low tappei, O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T, O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T, O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T.
Oh, here we go. We'll listen to that later. What we got going on here? So, talk us through taking a really quick zip, like a super top speed zip through Springfield, like literally sprinting through Springfield. Oh, there we go. What's going on there?
That is God's home at the back of my praise land, which you might want to mute that actually. Might make things a lot more confusing if you don't.
Oh yeah.
Oh look, it's Maudie.
Oh, it's Marty. What's she up to?
Just floating about.
Floating a boat. Pappy's in.
Yeah, naturally the God area was placed into Praiseland. For me, I don't know what other people did with it. Frankly, that's none of my business. But for me, there was only one place for it, and that was Praiseland.
Praise So what does it do? What does the God area do? Is that where you can get like the God loophole?
Oh yes.
Or is that unrelated?
Yeah, it just came with. I think it came with Jesus actually. I
Oh
think that
yeah.
was the building that you unlocked with Jesus was just a little stairway to heaven.
Over to Stephen.
Exactly.
So what we got here? Are you playing a mission now with Homer J. Simpson? Some.
I can't remember. You might have to. You have to play it.
Was so many
I think
days ago.
it's like 2 weeks ago. I think I'm just scrolling around. I was having a look. These are the buildings that are related to the Cascasters once again, and we're back in Graceland.
Are you
Oh no, we're
sprinting
not.
through them at an absolute madman's pace for a particular reason?
I think I was just trying to figure out. This is how you play the game. This is me simply playing the game.
Oh, is that how you do it? What are you building
Yes.
there?
I was constructing the rest of Evergreen Terrace, so the president's house. And then this was just a quick fire. Let's see if I can cram some buildings in before the game dies.
Oh
So
yeah.
that is a bar, and that is the House of Pancakes in which the investorettes meet.
Oh, very nice.
They could be
Just
in there right now.
it could be just to be clear, you did not play this up until the servers literally kicked you off, though, right? This is not the last
No,
20 minutes.
no. But I did get that on camera. And
Really?
there is the aquarium.
You got the camera, you got it as it's shut down, or you just got the screen that says we're done for?
That one, just the screen
Oh yeah.
that we're done for.
What's this pond here?
I was building the aquarium with Sarah Wiggum. So I
Oh yeah.
decided to surround it by water as a moat kind of situation.
Like a SeaWorld thing, isn't it?
It is, it's just like that. And now it has some flooring and a little path
Very nice.
where you can get into the aquarium.
We got
There's some
Poochie, Ginger Flanders.
wrong. Amber Simpson. The other one. One of my favourite little features, I don't know if I'm going to do it now actually, but you can make bridges with the water if you put a path through it.
Oh,
So that was always nice to cultivate bridges. There's some presidential kind of stuff.
nice. What's that tree?
I believe it's Washington's tree. Whichever one of them knocked a tree down.
Oh, that was George Washington with his I cannot tell a lie, right?
That's the one. There it is. I cannot tap an oot.
I cannot and will not tap an oot.
No. And there's an apple tree.
Well, that's the tree that he couldn't tell a lie about, not a big pink tree made from candy floss, because that's not a presidential thing.
That is accurate. And I just treeing it in to for extra privacy.
You ever make yourself a forest?
Exactly. Rather upsettingly, you couldn't. You can only turn the buildings two ways. You can't do four, so you can't have things facing how that would just be across the road
Oh yeah.
facing the Simpsons' home. That is not an option. There's
All
some
right. Okay.
boot rocks.
Boob rocks, is that a real thing?
Seems like it.
Did you make those boob rocks, or were they all part of the game?
Everything is part of the game. There will be no making here.
You don't make any buildings, just to be clear. Everything that you make is just slotted together from pre-created Simpsons memorabilia.
Yes, you simply what I'm doing now is like a quick version of how you play the game entirely, to be honest. You kind of do this whilst your people are doing stuff.
All right.
The joy for you is to tap.
What is the tapping? So each of this is you tapping literally on the screen. Is that right?
That is accurate.
Tap
And
is
then
in.
to collect rewards, you must tap. I believe that is Fat Tony's house. It's one of the many, many mansions that became available.
Very nice one, isn't it?
It is. I used to have a mansion row before I nuked everything.
You can have as
Um,
many of these buildings as you like or not.
no, you only get one, unless you purchase others like the houses. You can buy as many as you want. You can have as many chems as you want, obviously, as you've seen.
Obviously. But you
I
could buy
believe
as many Fat Tony mansions as you like.
no, the opposite of what the opposite of what I just explained. You simply get one.
All right,
Other
but
than
some things like a chem, you can have as many as you like.
yes, so businesses like Chem and Krusty Burger,
Oh, franchise.
aye. But then also yeah, like houses. You can buy generic houses like the brown house or the white house or the purple house.
Oh yeah, I see.
But you can only have one like Millhouse's house.
Oh, what about the Simpsons house?
Just one. One
Isn't
with
that
variations.
all right? So there's lots of very similar houses you can get, but you can only get one actual Simpsons house.
Indeed, that is accurate.
All right.
And then there's a lot of stuff in there that's just yeah, like if you were to go through all of the stored stuff I had and put it all out, it would probably take
1 hour.
maybe like 12 hours in if you were to sit and do it all in one go.
Oh yeah,
Maybe like five.
maybe 5 12 hours blocks.
Yes.
What about do we get to see some of your characters doing missions? Or did you skip that bit?
I think yes, I believe I'll be sending people on stuff, but this is the heart of Tappei is the building and the tapping. So this is just an example of how quickly you can get it done if you don't care. But
Well, I
generally,
don't, but I think all of those are great. What's that dinosaur park?
I believe it's just a fake Jurassic Park. That's what I mean. A
Right.
lot of things will just be from an episode.
Billy
Or
and the
like
Clonosaurus.
yes, for example, the R Fudge Factory. That's one of the better ones, the Stonecutter.
And you can just stick it on the beach just like that.
Yes, they introduced a beach element fairly early, to be honest, and a squid port
Oh yeah.
element.
I didn't become a
Well,
complete beach.
exactly, bit of a squid port, but you can yeah, you can build the whole squid port as well with like like promenade style buildings.
What is this Squidport when it is at home?
Um, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a promenade
Is that a real
over
thing
the
in
water.
America, a Squidport?
I'm not sure. I've only ever heard it on in this context, but I've never thought that's a weird word. It always seems like a real word to me.
Squidport. What port does the squid configuring the squid service to listen on a specific? No, I don't think Squidport is a real thing. Where's that
I'd
video
be
gone?
inclined, I'd be inclined to agree.
All right,
What I
Squidport,
did,
are you?
what I did like about later Tapped Out was they made alterations to make it easier for you. For example, here
Yeah.
I placed one bar, so the next like five buildings it suggested were also the bars that I had in storage.
Oh, that's nice. It's
So
like
it
an
sort of yeah,
algorithm. Like when
yeah,
when YouTube won't play you videos you actually want.
exactly. It's so it would do that, which was quite handy. And then there's things. This is a sumo stadium, so I thought I
Why
would
not?
put it down here with this side is sort of the Mordcasty stuff,
All right.
and that reminded me of that actual um stadium in Osaka, possibly at the Sun Building thing.
Oh yeah,
Kind of looked like that, so I thought it would do as a Mordy. It
indeed.
is fun to, yeah. If you got into this game like a year in when there was like, like 40 buildings to place,
Oh yeah.
it would be manageable. But when you come back into it at this sort of level, when you've literally got a city's worth of buildings to place, but then also decorate if you want it to be good at least. You get all kind like you can make like this now. That could be it for your crusty burger, or you could do what I'm doing here with the floor, and then
Who's
put
singing?
singing.
Please continue.
I believe someone is cutting the grass at the worst possible time.
All right. It just sounds like a beautiful singing in the background. But what? Um,
Beautiful, beautiful scream. Yeah, loads of props and items came into it that were good for certain buildings, but then if you lost it, you had to scroll through to try and find it. Like there's a rotating Homer, like mannequin that you
right.
can put as like that Patty and Selma used to beat up. So it would be good to place that outside of the Patty and Selma's apartments, but then you would have to track down in your inventory where it specifically was, and it would
No, no
just
search function,
no, surprisingly, there's just so much stuff.
and literally nowhere to locate it.
You just have to keep scrolling. It should be called scrolled out. For example, there's two of the. This is in terms of obscurity. These are like two chili cook-off tents. Ned's 5 alarm chili, which was only 2 alarm, and a little bit of Lenny is the other one.
I see. And are
And
you
it even
buying
is.
these things, or because you own them, you can just slam out all of them, right?
Yeah, once you own it, you own it. They will not take it away from you. You can just put it in your inventory.
And there's
So,
nothing left for you to own. There's no more worlds for you to conquer.
oh, there was hundreds, if not thousands, of things I did not own in this game.
Anything mod related that you were hankering for but never got?
No, simply because everything was relatively attainable, and I would just sort of check the updates to see if there's anything of interest to me.
I
So, like
see.
every couple of months, I would just sort of have a look and see, oh, have they brought anybody into it? And then I'd just so all the Flandersy stuff I kind of got, like
Yeah.
all the side Flanders, and then all like Flanders home. You could get a ficus plant was available, which
Oh
Maud
yeah.
specified was her
Beg your
favourite.
pardon.
Exactly. So that was a good one. Praiseland statue was a big day.
In our house.
Exactly. But yeah, nothing overly Mordy. I expected them to release a live Mordy at some point, but it never manifested.
No. This is
So
good though.
again,
This could be the episode because I
it is.
definitely watched this.
It is. You're in luck.
But I mean like every episode.
Yes, if only we'd had this idea before the game ended forever.
But sure there's an emulator.
Maybe. That'd be a fun, what a time to start a tapped out adventure.
Well, it depends
But yeah,
what the emulator is, because if it had everything, then it would be a good time. Because just like say if you were doing a podcast about a Manchester post-punk band just after the
um,
singer died and they disbanded, it'd be ideal because there would be no more new things.
I would agree, but I would also say that tapped out was very popular as opposed to
But the tappei emulator, do you think there's one out there that does everything?
There could be. I don't know how powerful of an emulator it would have to be. In
Would have
terms
to
of
be
storage,
adequate, right?
it would have to be adequate, yes. The main thing with this game was storage and the time it took to load. Sometimes, like they kind of sort like the more stuff they put in, the more they made it work. So there's a point where it was like almost gonna break because you had that much stuff in your town, you could barely like load it.
Yeah.
And then they sort of realized that, so they fixed it before they released any more stuff.
Oh yeah. So in many ways they have to make it work, but they are basically
Yes.
trying to play the equivalent of like a 50 gigabyte game on your phone, right?
Yeah, and the updates would obviously there's like an update once every like month, so you're adding more and more data into it. Just things like again when you've been going for 12 years, you have to some of the buildings are just real buildings. You kind of just
Yeah.
run out of like different quickie mart variants, free chems, and just sort of like um Congress building.
Like when you've been gone for 6 years and suddenly you've got a man, an angry, sweet-headed man and a wizard and a wizard bag as a pet.
Exactly. As a pet.
Huh. Like Hawaii and shite pet.
Exactly.
Gone fishing.
Yes, good point. And then yeah, they introduced water at some point. They said they did a good job of bringing things in over time. I will give them that.
Oh yeah, what's going on here?
That was the end of that clip. This is a second clip. Um,
All right. Then did you
yeah,
put
like
that like Simpsons like ding 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 ding
did not, but I can.
dun 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 dun.
O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T 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 for kin. 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 Can we need these sauce?
That was the Norwegian tribute to Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T.
I mean, he needs like the slacks. What is an O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T?
I don't know, it's what how they say it in Norway, isn't it? All right, so this is the final ever Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T. Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T thing. As it loads, did it really take like several minutes to load?
Yeah, this is the main reason I stopped playing this game was time consumption.
Of
That
the
tablet,
loading screen.
the tablet I was playing on was sincerely appalling though. I think, oh, there you go. This is just an example of gameplay.
Tell me about it. Talk me through it.
The game, there you go. There's the
Oh,
servers. That's the
in
23 one.
23-1, what does that mean?
I don't know.
That's not a real
I
time.
think it means 23 hours.
All right.
But I don't know why they didn't just say that. There you go. That's a quick little brief message saying goodbye or whatever it said.
Quick and brief and little.
Once you're into that tapping out mode, you just tap over things without even realizing.
Team TSTO. What's
Team-
TSTO
Oh,
mean? The Simpsons tapped out.
yes,
Sadly, in-app purchases have been disabled.
exactly. Which means you could have spent like you could have put a lot of money into this game. So I don't know what the benefit of that would be anyway. But it could have just cost you like £600 or something if you spent like if you were buying something every month on that game and then they just took it away from you.
As far as you know, there's no way
Or
to
fool you.
download the whole thing, right?
No, for I've not but I've not looked.
What just
This
happened
is
there
how
with all that money?
this is how you reap the rewards. This is me looking for my chem farm.
Can
I remember it took me ages to find it again.
you not zoom out?
That is as zoomed out as you can go.
All right. Can you zoom in?
Yes, you can indeed. And I
How
liked it on
zoomed
the
in can you
tablet as
get?
well.
Go.
Just relatively zoomed. Yeah, on a tablet it was always fun, simply because you could see what was going on. Yeah, all the
That.
dollars and stuff. There you go. That's the tapping part of the tapped out.
So when the money appears, you tap it and then it goes into that.
Yeah, there you go. And this is what happens when you get a new building. There's a chem farm being
Why did all those farms chems just drop out of the sky?
that's I built them,
All right, at
and
the
that's
same
what
time?
happens. Yeah, but the buildings take like 4 hours, so you put it on and it just has like a little construction square. And then when you tap after that time,
Oh, so you don't have to catch it. You can see it. It doesn't appear like by magic. But why did it have a picture of Itchy and or Scratchy?
I can't remember. I think you get a scratch card or something with like gifts in it that you can get like every couple of hours. This was me just sending people on tasks real quick for the
Oh
end.
yeah.
And I was trying to send everybody on if you look, you see where there's a little like action thing. You can
Yeah.
That means that you can see what they're doing, so they will not go inside.
All right.
So I was trying to keep everybody on the streets, like the Dingaling Ringmaster and Scuzzo the Clown and Billy.
What is all this like floating stuff over the buildings? Like, are you just missing that?
Missing what?
All those big like cash and gold that's like floating over the top of buildings.
Oh yeah, you just tap on that to receive it. But there is a finger statue you can press and it will do everything. It will click your entire town for you in one go.
Oh, so like just in case.
Yes. So once you had that's what I mean, like it was doable when you had a certain amount of buildings. But then again, when it became like real city size, they had to bring in something where you could do it all just in one
An
swoop.
automated tap.
Yes. Then your tapping can be done in different ways.
Hmm.
All the characters have different costumes and stuff that you unlock. Glamazon Marge.
Amazon.
Yes.
Cletus Ding Dong. Can you send him on all of those missions, or do you have to send him on the next one that you haven't done yet?
Now you can just choose. Generally, when you got a character, it would make you do something with them. And then once you've done that, it would unlock all of the stuff for you to just do whatever you want.
And
So you could
this is
send,
fun, is it?
yes, it is certainly fun. You could sort of time it as well, like if you wanted to, like you could send everybody on 5 hour or 6 hour missions, and then come back and play it later that day. or you could send everybody on 24-hour missions and play the day after, etc.
What's the biggest number of people you can send on a mission at any one time?
All of them,
No limit.
so like 600 plus, however
Is
many
there,
characters.
but you'd have to do it all manually. There's no like send everyone on a mission.
No, there is actually. They brought in that as well.
Oh,
And
la,
if, like you could send everybody on like because all the mission times sort of match up for the most part. Like everybody has a 4, an 8, a 12, etc.
Hmm.
Some have different ones like 24 or like 6 hours, but generally everybody would get like an 8-hour task, so you could just send them all off. And
Is
then
that it? Is that the very end of Tappy's Ult?
this is what happened when I loaded it that very night.
Ah, so when you loaded it after the servers had gone down, this is what you got.
Indeed.
6 to 7 minutes of a loading screen. Oh my goodness. So cannot connect to server, unable to connect to server 4.69560, etc., etc. And did you try clicking around on that screen to see if you could tap anything?
I did, and it would not let you. That
No.
would have been a fun little Easter egg at the start was that if you tapped Homer 10 times, you got a Jebediah Springfield statue.
All right. Here's one if they'd have tapped it and they'd have said it's a joke and you could still got back in.
It's still here.
It's still here.
Gotcha. Now you're back. You might as well tap some more outs.
So what is it? What made them do that?
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
I think it was probably just diminishing returns. Like again, it's such a big game that not many people were coming into it new because it was quite the amount of stuff as you open. Like if you went into it now, it would be quite overwhelming. Well, not now because it's gone. But if you were to like get it now, there would be. I think it would be too hard to start. So you rather have to just already be in on it and then have not fallen out of love with it, or have continued to wait the time periods it takes to load.
Yeah.
So I just imagine it was costing them more money to keep open, to keep
Right.
adding more stuff and having new things every month, and they were
Indeed.
completely out of ideas.
Life-ruiningly fun.
Indeed,
So
it
yeah,
was a phenom game, if you will.
it was indeed.
A great gift for the fans, considering you could play it entirely for free. Like it wasn't the kind of freemium game where it just completely hinders you to not spend money. Like it was
Right.
still a, it could be it was just as fun without the spending money options. Whereas some of these games that you get with this, you basically have, you can play like 5% of the game and 95% of it is behind the paywall.
That's no fun, is it?
No, whereas Tappy Zoot was fair to their fans and it was a gift that we could all enjoy.
Do you think you'll ever see the likes of it again in your lifetime?
Yes, I imagine the next valid step would be like a VR sort of thing, like a like a Sims kind of situation, but or like a tapped out kind of situation, but
Oh yeah.
in 3D.
In
So you could just
3D,
walk. So you would just
hologram.
be like a VR headset, and you could just walk around the town yourself that you designed.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
That would be the next viable version of this, I think. But I can't see them doing not another game version.
Maybe The Simpsons just doesn't have that cultural pull anymore. Would you say The Simpsons is no longer in the top three TV shows of all time, like right now?
I would say people still class it as that, but they only class the episodes from like up to like the year 2000.
Oh yeah. So
So
if
it doesn't really matter that it's still on, basically. Like if it had ended in 2000, the opinion would still be the same.
oh yeah,
People just,
so
act as if it's finished.
What's that?
People just act as if it's finished
Why do they do that?
because they don't like it because it's dipped in quality considerably.
Are you saying it should be ended? Its service should be shut down?
No, that was once my opinion, but post-Modcast, my opinion has changed because now it is simply data for me. The new episodes are simply data for me for the podcast.
Alrighty, let's listen to a song, and then you can play a song as well. And then if you want to say something more about Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T, you can.
Aye.
Have you got one for yourself?
We used to tap and build and grow, farmed our land where the pixels would glow. Campfires we planted, we watched it rise, but now the screens have faded from our eyes. The sun no longer shines in our world, the crops won't grow, no more joy unfurled. Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T, you've had to run, our farming days are finally done. Goodbye, Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T, you vanished from sight. No more tapping in the morning light, from the farms to the town we used to play. But now you're gone, you faded away. We used to tap.
That's it, right?
Beautiful.
All right, I'm going to pause this now, and then I'll start a new video so that we don't get mixed up with our modding. All right?
Yes, let me send you this song first, though.
Oh yeah.
The final hurrah for Tappei's out. If I can find it.
You should edit that Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T song, and that's still the best one, right? Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T.
Oh yeah. Right.
Where is that one?
Where is it?
Yeah.
It's just in the internet. Just existing in the internet somewhere.
There's a lot of things out there. Did you send it me yet?
No, it took me ages to find. Now I have it.
This is the like the loading screen, isn't it?
Yes. And then it would go off anyway and say like server disconnected, and you'd have to reload it and start from the beginning.
Oh, Tappei's. Oh, Tappei's. All right, bring it on.
One moment. You can't hear that, can you?
No.
Here you go.
Boys call you fleshy and you don't care what they say. See, every time you turn around they're screaming your name. Boys call you muscly and crude and you don't care what they say. See, every time you turn around they screaming your name. Now I got a confession. When I was young I lived in Pembertide, and I promised myself that I'd do anything at all for them to flashback me. But I ain't complaining, we all wanna be Markel Flesh. So go ahead and say what you wanna say. You don't know what it's like to be stressless. Want them to know what your name is. Cause see, when I was younger I would say, when I grow up I wanna be Pemberton, I wanna be a flesh bag, I wanna be Pemberton flesh bag. When I grow up I wanna see Pemberton dry flesh bag. I wanna have Pemberton flesh bag. When I grow up, be on Pemberton, people know flesh bag. Be on just might get it. They used to tell me I was fleshy until I popped up on the Santa's little helper cast. I always wanted to be a modcaster and knew that vinegar tits would get me this far. But I ain't complaining, we all want to be a sentient, purple iridescent bag of flesh. So go ahead and say what you want to say. You don't know what it's like to be boneless. Want them to know what your name is. 'Cause see, when I was younger, I would say, when I grow up, I wanna have fairy tale flashback. I grow up beyond Mustang, people know flashback. Beyond downtown flashback. When I grow up, fresh and clean, #1 flashback. When I step out on the salt circle scene, be careful what you wish for, 'cause you just might get it. You just might get it. Be careful what you wish for, 'cause you just might get it. You just might get it. You just might get it. I see them staring at me. Ooh, I'm a bag of flesh. Yes, this is true, 'cause my cousin is Beef Wellington. You can talk about me, 'cause I'm a purple, pink, sentient, iridescent mound of flesh. I see you watching me, and I know you want it all. When I grow up, I wanna be every town down. When I grow up, beyond Bernie, people know flashback. Beyond Peppertown flashback. When I grow up, fresh and clean, #1 flashback. When I step out on the salt circle scene, be careful what you wish for, 'cause you just might get it. You just might get it. Prisoner cell blockage, vinegar tits.
Brilliant. What a way to end Tappei's O.U.T.P.O.D.C.A.S.T.
Exactly, an unrelated ending.
All right, I'll ring back.